My name is Jonathan, or John, Barlow. This is a 2015 Subaru STI. What else do you need to know? Perfect.
So Jonathan, you've had a few STIs in the past. Which one is this? Which number?
This is my third one. This is the 2015. I've also had a 2005 in World Rally Blue, and I had a 2011, which was a metallic gray, and that was not my favorite. So this is definitely my favorite so far.
John, I have to ask, why didn't you buy an Evo?
I mean, that's an easy answer. Evo's not in production anymore. This is a Supreme rally car. It's still being used currently, and it's just better in every way. The rumble, the sound, the drivability. Just whenever you drive an Evo, you just go back to the STI every day as a daily driver. I mean, this is a 6-speed bulletproof transmission, so easy. All right, what else? You want to know about mods, right?
Yes, let's talk.
So, mods currently are a NVIDIA turboback exhaust. I have an intake sitting at home, but I can't use that because when you go stage 2, it makes it run lean. So we just put on the access port in the stage 2 for now. Plans for the future are going to be to get injectors, a fuel pump, and a boost controller, and then send it to the dyno and hopefully make a large amount of horsepower, but that's costly, and currently I'm broke. So I specifically wanted to come here to the slip angle because I heard that Quinn loves Subarus. He's a real fan of those old World War II motors, you know, the horizontally opposed pistons, and basically I want to show him that this is a daily driver that he can obtain, and he's going to be getting rid of these Miatas pretty soon and head to the Subi squad. There you go.
We good?
We're live all around, Quinn.
What is up, guys? We are here today in our good friend Jonathan's, what year is this?
2015 Subaru WRX STI.
The whole enchilada.
Guess what color it is?
Oh, I bet you can't guess. Oh, I'm probably already gonna see it at this point, huh?
Oh yeah, true.
Oh,
Well, it's
crap.
World Rally Blue, fellas, ladies and gents.
So, I have not driven this generation of STI. I've driven previous gens. I've driven your finely tuned example.
Yep.
I definitely, one of the first things that's immediately apparent is the interior of this car is a much nicer place to be versus the older models. I like the steering wheel. It's got good grips and grooves in here. I like the contrasting red stitching throughout it. The carbon, is this real carbon or faux carbon? Whatever this like dash inlay material is that looks carbon.
It's not real, but it looks decent.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It makes this car look a little bit more upscale and in line with, what are these, like almost 40 grand?
Brand new, yeah.
Yeah.
And they hold their value well, so.
Yep. This example's got 60,000 miles on it. It's its daily driver. So it's been through the ringer for a little bit.
Yep.
But and what's done to it engine-wise? I didn't even.
So this has a Cobb Stage 2 tune on it, and so for that tune we did a Cobb catted downpipe with an NVIDIA Q300 catback exhaust. Pretty, no drone in here.
Yep.
Although at highway speeds it says it drones around 3,000, maybe just a little bit. He did have a short ram intake on there with his stock math, but I think he took that off. And that's about it. It has all season tires, so should wiggle around pretty well.
Ooh, I hope so.
You like when it wiggles around?
We have traction off. We have the diff all the way to the back.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what that translates to in terms of driving.
Sport Sharp mode. The only mode you should be in.
Yeah. You guys are getting this raw. I literally hopped into this car. We're running out of daylight. This is a quick review. So I haven't even like pushed it.
Yeah. It's like when you hopped in my M3, you hopped in and launched it.
That's it.
Basically what we're doing here.
Like hop in and go. So my one of my little favorite sections of road is coming up here, and we'll put her through her paces and just see how she feels.
Quinn's favorite road in the world. Let's test it.
A little bit of oversteer. Not bad power-wise. Here's some backfires coming out of the exhaust. Good travel over these bumps. Pedals to the floor and forth.
Yep.
Brake pedal feel. Not bad. A little bit of understeer on these higher speed sweepers. Ooh, getting blinded by sunlight. Should have wore sunglasses. Rotation under braking, that's cool. Brake pedal feels solid. It's a fast car.
Very responsive, right? Not much lag in between.
Yeah, turbo feels good. Push, push, push. Go ahead.
With this tune, they're running 21 PSI. And it gets there quick.
I'm gonna slow down because can't see shit.
Blinded by the light again.
So, higher speed sweepers, third gear, corner entry, mid corner. It's got a bias towards understeer. A little bit of brake application, nosing in, transfers weight, gets rotation. I can actually rotate this car a little bit on throttle too, which is cool. Versus like I drove that 2015 Evo the other day. That was understeer all the way through. Granted, that was bone stock, but this, if you have the weight transferred and you apply throttle, it seems like it's more apt to like rotate, which is cool. It's just like every other all-wheel drive car, though. It still feels like it's not going to really like get out of hand when you like put the foot down. Good power.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Your WRX definitely feels faster than this.
I was just gonna say, we've done many pulls side by side, and believe it or not, it's pretty much even from like 20 to 80 miles an hour.
Oh, really?
And then above that, I start pulling on them a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, your car to me feels faster than this.
I could use a retune, but because this in between gears with the EJ257, it's a higher compression ratio, so the turbo spools up just a little bit quicker than mine. So there's not as much lag, and plus I have the front mount intercooler and he has the top mount, so as soon as you punch it, this one's good to go.
It's very responsive. So braking, a little bit oversteer there in second, off the rev limiter. I'm gonna do one pull here and then we're gonna pass it off to you. Just go from first gear.
Alrighty, good sir. Good pops with every shift.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, let's do a good old-fashioned Chinese fire drill. Shifter feels good too. A little bit of wobbles in the gates, but I can find them, no problem.
All right. Chinese fire drill.
Here, stud.
Oh, thank you.
As you go.
All right, so this car is better than mine in a lot of ways. One thing that's immediately apparent is the quick ratio steering rack that they put in the STIs. It's something I've always wanted to swap into mine, but it's not exactly an easy job, nor is it fun to do.
Yeah, I thought, I don't like it when a rack is too quick. And I think this is pretty good. It's like right there in the middle. It's quick.
Too quick could be dangerous and finicky at higher speeds.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just like, I guess it doesn't matter so much on an all-wheel drive car, because you're not really going to be like super drifting and hooning all the time. But like on a rear-wheel drive car, I don't like it when the racks are too sharp. Like my S2000, my AP1 has a very sharp rack in it, and I would say that that's like right about the maxes I would like. I actually like the AP2 slightly slower steering rack a little bit better, because like that also translates like at speed, like while cornering and going over bumps in when the car gets upset. Having a very sharp rack makes it just a little bit more leery.
Right. A little more dangerous on the line.
A dangerosa.
Could definitely benefit from a 6-buck clutch, but he dailies it and he hates my clutch, so maybe you don't want to do that shit, right?
Yeah, this is that road.
Oh, okay.
It soaks up these bumps pretty good.
It really does.
This is tight over there. Is that Poe?
Yeah, it was Poe. So what are your thoughts on the Subaru Boxer Rumble? Do you like it or do you...
Sounds like it's misfiring to me.
Some people love it, some people hate it.
I really used to love STIs. When the first STIs came to America, it's just going so fast I can't even talk. when these cars
are good.
Yeah, when these cars first came to America, I wanted one really, really, really bad. I guess it's just after working on a lot of different platforms, and I've worked on a few Subarus like in the past. Like, I don't love the packaging. I don't love the layout. That was good brake test there, buddy.
Good brake test.
Yeah,
Brembos, they clench on good.
I felt my heart sink into my chest a little bit. It's just more of like an engine layout packaging thing. I feel like these motors like just don't do the longevity because of that layout, and that just could be like just what I've seen. But
I've had mine for 70,000 miles at 350 wheel horsepower, and I haven't had one issue with the engine. So it goes to show if you take care of it, they can last.
Not one engine, or not one issue.
Not with the engine, no. Transmission, I blew through 2 5-speeds until I did an STI 6-speed swap.
How about all that expensive oil that you put in there every week?
That's turbo seals. It's not engine issues.
Okay. No, this suspension's got great compliance over bumps, like good travel. Because this is a bumpy road, and like we're not going slow, and it's just soaking them right up. Good
brakes are
too.
phenomenal.
Yeah, these brakes are nice. Pedal feel is pretty good too. It's not like super duper firm, but like it's firm enough. But I like that because it allows you to modulate pretty nicely.
For a daily driver in New England, dealing with these winters, these roads,
this car would be a riot.
Yeah.
It's nice too. Like I've always crapped on Subaru interiors, but this looks nice.
Seats hold you in pretty well.
Yep, good bolstering. I like the leather. When did they start putting leather in these cars? Was it this body style?
They've been doing them on the limiteds for a while, but now I'm pretty sure it's more of a standard.
Yeah,
standard option.
It just makes this car feel a little bit more grown up, even though it still has like that boy racer like thing going on. It definitely feels a little bit more grown up.
Yeah. Until you go to the outside and you see that big Wang gang.
Big Wang gang, yeah. But you could literally take that off.
Yeah.
You know.
Or you could order it with the limited lift. Running out of daylight here.
I'll tell you what though, for like a car to just like hustle around and like be comfortable, like this does a pretty good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like when you're cruising, it's not like manic, or like it doesn't really wear you out. There's not really any high efforts required for it.
It's very confidence inspiring, I'd say.
It's a very safe car.
Very safe.
I would go out on a whim and make a bet that most of the people who crash these cars is because they go into a corner too fast and
overcompensate
and don't brake soon enough.
Yeah. It's also safe for an all-wheel drive cars to stay on throttle coming out of the corner, because 9 times out of 10 the front wheels will help pull you out of it instead of freaking out and snapping. That's when you get into big trouble.
This thing, like, so that's what I mean. Like with the understeer bias, like I could just see people overshooting turns in this more than like getting in trouble on throttle. You know, like with the rear end, like actually like stepping out.
All right, final thoughts, Quinn?
Final thoughts. Well, this would make a really great New England daily driver. I think that's my standpoint on it. I kind of like this a little bit better than the 2015 Evo we drove, but I don't like the misfire sounds.
Fair enough.
What about you, buddy?
I mean, I'm a Subaru fanboy, so you know my thoughts on it. I love the STI. It's a perfect car for New England. You can drive it every single day, and it's loads of fun. Wouldn't you say it's pretty fun?
Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely fun.
All right, ladies and gents, that's our review. Don't give him a hard time about how dirty it is. This is daily, and we didn't give him any notice for this review.
I think you guys should give him shit.
If you want to tie me up and put me in the trunk, you can do that too. I mean, whatever you guys want to do. I mean, that's your thing, if you guys are into it.
Oh, are we still recording?
Yep.